me a sec here, getting started. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everyone is doing well out there. So let me just let you know that just, you know, at least for a little while, at least for the time being, for now, for a little bit, for at least this stream, anyway, my sound isn't going to be the normal high quality that it would normally be. It's going to be a little bit lesser than that. So I just figured I'd let you know that ahead of time, in case you're wondering about that. Yes. But it's on purpose. It's on purpose for just a little bit while I'm working on some things here. So, I'm going to be doing some gaming here a little bit. I need to put some spells back on. I don't think I have it yet. I have like 2 spells. I have 2. Man, look how smooth this is. Man, let me tell you what. Ooh, look how smooth. Boy, look how smooth this is. Boy. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Look how smooth this is. Oh boy. So. Oh my God. Oh, it is just running better than ever. What a I'll let y'all faster on the idea for the time being. We look at that. Look at that constant FPS too. Look at that. Look at that constant FPS too. It hasn't dropped at all, has it? Huh. It's almost as if... No, not yet. They're trying, you can see it, they're trying. That's all they're getting. They're trying. Hacking away. Yep, just a complete freeze for a second there. Yep, I'm on there too. As I said it. Oh yes, that was the initial hack and pull. Around with it. They're trying to make it look like shit. They're trying. Oh boy, they're trying. Oh, that's good old. That's that's good old Windows 11 as well. That particular thing is the result of that. Alright, let's see here. As soon as I start doing that, now the FPS is cycling, you see it. Didn't take long. Conveniently, those stutters and stammers and now they have not continued. However, as I said that, we'll probably do it many more times now just to try to put that correct, because you've seen recently. But again, you know, it's because they can't ultimately do what they instantly did the last time. They know who I'm referring to. Yes. This person knows who they are. You know what? Let's go here. Oh my gosh, why is it suddenly in the middle? I'm just kidding, it was. Just kidding. JK. JK's. JK apostrophe S. Remember how just like in this spot isn't that interesting how it's just not happening a single time, not even a little bit? Oh yes. And there's the freeze. Yep. And that's the game, too. They completely froze the game, too. If that doesn't prove everything I've been saying... Because if you saw, I was continuing to move and everything. Okay? So again, I'm going to let you fester on it a little bit. Okay? But I am being attacked here. And they are trying to attack the game and make my channel look bad. But again... they are clearly not getting to happen what they always get to happen, where they can sit here and make the game look bad every second. Because right here, you can clearly see it ain't happening. That FPS is solid. There's nothing wrong with the game in this spot. I made y'all think that. I want you to pay attention. Yeah, and the point is to recognize this fact that somebody would sit here and do this regular. They would sit and watch every stream and do this regular. Yeah. Yep. And there's the freeze again. You can see like there's nothing happening here. My stream software is fine. You can see the bit rate moving around a little bit. Yeah. They're just trying to get it to look bad, and they can't. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder what I did. I'll let you fester on it for a little bit. Yeah, see, they're trying, but it's not happening. It ain't working. And they're getting it to freeze like that. Like, it freezes like that, but the game goes fine. Isn't that interesting? Wonder what that means. Notice how YouTube isn't sitting here promoting this like when I'm having a rough time with Gauntlet or something like that, you know? You know, like the button thing, and it looks really bad, so then they promote the crap out of it. And now we have something here that's like a definitive, like, holy shit moment, and they're not promoting it. Oh god. And the point is to recognize is I'm even using my background removal thing, the camera, I talked about all that. And remember, in that spot, even when I would take the camera off, it would still do it. Remember that? Yeah, I see that. They're trying to... Yeah, they're just trying to get it to the point that they got it to 2. Probably not understanding. Probably not getting it. What did he do? What did he do? Who? They want you to think it's the game. And they want to sabotage what you do. So they'll wait. And if you talk about things and justify it, that gives them more excuse to break it even more, because now you gave them a justification. Oh, he's thinking of a reason? All on his own? Perfect. I'll sit here and sabotage this company's new thing. The best game on the market. Elden Ring. The one better than all of them. Yeah, it has its problems. It has its glaring problems once you get late game. But not till then. For the most part, it's not like that. And it's not optimization issues. They freaking nailed it. It's not that. Because they nailed it. Just like anybody else that is the shit, and they're on the up and up, and let's say they've stood the test of time and they're sort of legendary too, and someone's just taking them down a few notches. Just like when I would sit here and I would maybe mention this person, and then sure enough there's a bot in my chat as soon as I mention them going, what is this? 2006 or whatever they stopped. Really? Really? 2006? Pretty sure that person's still relevant because they're getting talk show appearances and shit. And their streams and stuff pull in millions of views. Their uploads and shit. They're saying that they're not all doing that. It's a bit foolish. Oh, thanks, Troll Slayer. See, I didn't even know. Thank you for letting me know, because like I said, my audio right now... How's that? Thanks for letting me know. My audio right now is crazy. So, what I've basically been saying is... my audio right now won't be top notch like it normally is, okay? I'm just letting you know. But... What you should recognize is that the FPS is solid in this spot, and it hasn't been for X amount of time. Like, every single stream, no matter what I do, even as I was sitting here trying to do uploads, they were sitting there now, not with internet disconnected, which is interesting, but for the most part it did. And again, always this spot, always. Yep. See, there it is again. Now I want to show you again. I was still moving when that happened. I want to reiterate. I want to move myself around a little bit so you can see that the stream software maintains. Nothing wrong with that. And so let me again remind you that for X amount of time I've been talking about some things, and I've been talking about why I was able to do a single PC setup and why I was always able to do that. Why? The single reason. And nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to acknowledge it. The single reason. Now, you're gonna think that this is very biased and yada yada yada, just because that's an opinion or whatever. It's not an opinion. It's fact. I'm trying to help. Because this is what I'm here to do. That's my place here. So, again, for X amount of time, these bad actors and these terrible people that are smearing these companies and smearing these streamers, anybody that's on the up and up, that's good at what they do, that's there to help and there to not just get rich, take advantage, that sort of thing, they're going to attack this company because that's not for that agenda. So, yeah, we're gonna throw shade on that and smash the emoji, except for the X amount of time, the FPS is always dropped in this spot. For X amount of time, how long has it been? Every stream? Every single time I'm in this spot. It dropped to like 54 sometimes. Remember that? And always they're trying to press it when I'm using the camera and stuff like that. Like, no. It's not the way it should work. So, and me endlessly blaming Microsoft Windows 11. Now, Windows 11 has some of its own problems, but that helps these actors do what they're doing. Me endlessly blaming Microsoft. They love it. So that's a hint for you. But the main thing you gotta notice, and I'm gonna let you fester on this a little bit, is that it's smooth as butter. When they're trying to make it not, and it's freezing, they're working very hard to make that happen. And before, if you remember, that would cause everything to stutter. It would cause the stream software to mess up. And now the stream software maintains. So what are they really doing? Just like I said, they're impacting the game. They're trying to impact the game. They're trying to impact the parameters of the game. The data corruption, the things in the game, the optimization of the game to break things. Just like they've seen the results of this happen on stream, and I've given them those results. This happened because this, and I said that on stream. They started figuring things out and learning it, and then started doing it with other people, where they were just kind of sitting here screwing around and kind of communicating and figuring out how to kind of sabotage people. So I don't know to what degree, but the point is that if they have bots and if they have the trending and if they have a channel that talks about, like stuff like, the next person to get canceled and stuff like that, it's very easy to siphon those viewers somewhere else. I'm not saying that's the singular case. I'm saying that that's a case of that happening. And So while that's going on, and we know that that's happening, we see a case of that happening. Of course, there's plenty of other people doing that. So denying a sort of cancel rhythm is incorrect. People are doing it. If people are doing it, it exists. So regardless of what you think, this is happening, and I'd like you to really, really pay attention, because I'm here to help. I'm here to point you in the right direction. I'm not here to sabotage. Sure as hell not here to. I love Asmongold and his channel. And if there's one thing that I want to do, is, to the best of my ability, get it across to that man that he is being lied to and manipulated, because almost nobody gives him credible information. And he just thinks these things. And so, like, you know, I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that, and I'm not trying to diss Starforge PCs or anything, but it is what it is. So I'm going to give that honest take, as anybody else would. There it is again. And so my point is that, man, I could have truly helped. And I still would. I still would, man. For free. You don't even have to pay. I don't even care. I just want to help, man. I truthfully. That shit ticks me off, that for X amount of time I was laughing at his streams and enjoying them, and somebody's behind the scenes freaking lying to him. That ticks me off, man. And he's actually believing this stuff, investing tons of money in it. Jobs, people's livelihood. And then meanwhile, they're going to post the blame on him because he doesn't understand certain things. He's being lied to. See how it drops a little bit? They're trying to make it drop because I've been standing in this spot for a while. But it really doesn't. It sort of just goes back up and maintains. And it's really smooth. It's not happening. It's not. They just don't know what to do. They're like, what the heck? What is this? What is this? What is it? Can't say. Can, but won't yet. I've been saying it. You guys know what it is. You know. I shouldn't have to. You know. You know. Oh, I'm just gonna have to accept it. It is what it is. I was trying to avoid it. It is what it is. Oh god. You yeah. 3 guys. Yes. Accomplishments. I see. Personally, what do I want? I want friends that are good at games like this. That's what I want. That aren't assholes. He's not actually an asshole. He just acts like it. There's a difference. There's people that act like it, and then there's people that are. No, like it's just joking and stuff happens. Sounds like me, doesn't it? Yeah, like I really don't know enough people that play games. Like every person that I meet that plays games, they play GTA or Call of Duty. That's who I meet that plays video games. See, that's like part of the reason I even like. Yeah, I played Call of Duty back in the day. I loved Modern Warfare 2, but and actually the first one way back with LAN parties and stuff. Actually, the first game, yes, for sure, because it was damn good. But a lot of why I stayed into that was because other people were into it. Oh God, that was a pretty heavy hit with the armor I'm wearing. You know, one thing I will say is that don't underestimate fire and magma damage in this game. Because it stacks, doesn't it? It feels like it stacks because it's like over time. And then so like there's an initial damage, like a stack of some kind. See, they're doing it right then when I get attacked, so that way. Yeah, like they're just trying to learn what happens and stuff like that. You're not gonna be able to mess it up. You're just not. Sorry. And there's a reason for that. And there's a very good chance the person lying to the person I just mentioned is doing all of this. You know, may have been fired or, you know, like essentially just has some sort of reason stock in lying about this thing. I won't necessarily say why again, but yeah, it's this sort of thing where just some base. It's obvious when somebody's being, you know what I mean? Like you know enough about a subject, and then it's like somebody else starts talking about it. It's like, where's that guy getting his information? Like he really thinks it's what? That's not the case at all. So. I've tried to help, you know, with in conversation over the years, anybody I've talked to about building PCs and stuff like that, just because it's stuff I've always done. But truthfully, never did I have a real want to actually try to help out more so than that, because that's actually like important, I think, because that's an example of something that should not have failed. It shouldn't have. It had plenty of backbone, plenty of advertising backing, plenty of... It should not have. And it's really important to remember that your product R&D is like your bread and butter and stuff like that. If that's, you can't trust that person to care more about the R&D than anything else, then you don't really have much. That's a very important thing. That's one thing I'll say. But aside from that, it's very hard to find that. And I am that person. Yeah, I think I've sort of kind of proven I don't really care what people think. I'm just gonna try to tell you the truth. What I believe to be the truth based on the facts that I have. I am not using my golden scarab, son of a bee. Son of a sh... Doesn't switch at all. Just... It's noticeable. You don't use it. I forget what I swapped out for. I think I was messing around with consort radar. Pretty sure that's what I was doing. It's too hard. I will stand by that, it's too hard. And what's confusing to me is all the people that are the diehard fans. I shouldn't say all the people, the probably, you know, there's probably like 20 or 30 of them, right? But they're the ones, you know, I guess, making videos and saying these things. But I do see like the videos and stuff complaining about the nerf and whatnot. And it's like, man, what are you complaining about? Like, first of all, you're trying to say this is easy. Man, I beat a whole game. And I got to the point where the scaling got to the point where I remember I was having trouble with Mikola and eventually I got to the point where the scaling got to the point that I just got her, I think it was the second or third try, right? That time. And so, like, you know, just knowing how many times I had done that previously on the streams and just over and over and over and struggling, and just all of a sudden one day I got to the point where it just second or third try that day, no problem. And I could tell it was going to happen, too. So it's the sort of thing where... And even with that boss, I felt like it was beatable. Radon, he's just so stupidly tanky. And not only that, but... You have to understand that as an astrologer, my main mechanic was so completely and obliterally nerfed to the point that it's useless. So I don't have a tank anymore, and if I use the summon tank, it makes his health stupid. Stupid. He's useless, basically. So, and basically I was even discovering even now when I go in, and I limit the build, like everything online says, I give the Mimic like 1 or 2 spells, you know, the sword, maybe Night Comet. Because Night Comet's better for the Mimic, Comet's better for you. You know, like that, like I understand those things. Limiting to just the staff or just the sword or whatever, you know. And then, look, man, this guy's hard enough. If I even miss a single dodge roll, I'm done. That's it. That's the end of the fight. And the online solution is for me to go in and swap one of my talismans with the aggro talisman so that way the Mimic pulls aggro properly. To really quickly do that. God, you know... That is also hard to do. Like, you're adding another mechanic now. What happened to the rest of the way the game works, where I don't have to do this and go in a menu and swap gear? You know, the whole game works like that. If you're being attacked, you can't open the map at fast travel. So why am I opening the menu to swap a talisman in the middle of a... No, it doesn't make any sense. Consort Radon is stupidly OP. He is stupid, and I'm even level 321. Look at my stats. My stats are fine, guys. There's nothing wrong with my stats. Nothing. If anything, they're absurd. He's too hard. So I will never understand the you know, like 20 or 30 diehard people that, you know, they live this game, you know, and stuff like that. It's what they've lived since it came out in 2022. So they know everything about the game. And yeah, they had to struggle really hard just to beat this guy. And they did it. But the point is, be reasonable with everybody else that plays the game, please. You know, if at level 321, I still can't beat Consort Radon, he needs to be scaled back even more. And again, not because he's difficult, because you messed up the Mimic. If you didn't mess up the Mimic, I wouldn't be saying this. The Mimic is messed up. It's unusable. That thing is so stupid. Seriously, I will be relentlessly attacked. I will summon, get relentlessly attacked, over and over and over, waiting for the Mimic to finally attack. But now I have gone too far from the Mimic, so the Mimic starts running to me. So now the Mimic's not attacking because it doesn't detect, because it detects I'm too far away. What the heck? It's a boss arena. What the heck? So now I'm dodging even more and more and more just because the Mimic's trying to run to me. So now I'm playing a game of cat and mouse. Where I'm just like, I'm trying to get the Mimic to. So that's what the internet says to do about that. Swap a talisman for the. And I'm supposed to do that when I'm already running from the spawns. That's the solution. And I'm not making that up either. People have said this on forums. Gemini said this. A different AI said this. No, this is the solution. That. No. It's not a solution. I have put enough time into this game, I can tell you. You guys know I've put enough time into this game. I will tell you. It's not a solution. That's terrible. That is not a solution. No. Nope. Doesn't work. I mean, you guys have seen me annihilate bosses and do pretty well with dodging and stuff like that. You've seen me do it. You know, I'm not trying to say that the game's bad. I'm just saying Consort Radon needs to be scaled. That's all. Again. That's all. It's too much. Too much. Yeah, this. Remember this one? And yeah, it was tough for a while, you know. But I mean, again, even with this set that I'm wearing now. Yeah, this ridiculous set. It doesn't matter. I still sit here and I lose health too quickly. And I'm not trying to whine or complain or anything. Like, you guys know, I'll just sit here and I'll just be like, alright, I'll just have to buckle down and figure this out. And I've done that. My complaint My complaint with this guy, if you guys remember, my only complaint with this guy, I love this guy. This was so cool. But my main complaint was that you actually didn't get a site of grace down here before the... And actually, I kind of wanted that too, because how cool would it have been to sort of fast travel to this location where he's just there for a while and you get to like look at him for a little bit, because he's a really cool boss and he's not easy, not at all. But then you get one after, and it is cool to come here and look around. Like, yeah, a cool spot for sure, but couldn't you have at least given me one beforehand, so I don't got to do all that stupid running past enemies and stuff that are way scaled past me? And you know, there's parkour involved too. Like there's like a whole hallway you gotta run down and past some and parkour off a ledge, down some other ledges. Again, that's fine. You wanna do that? That's fine. I'm actually okay with it. But make me do it once, give me a site of grace. Once I've done it, and now I'm down here. I just, having the thing after the fact, it's like, I don't know. I just disagree on that one. I disagree on that one. That's my opinion on that one. But anyway. Aside from Concert Right On, like everything else, you guys know, I think, I sat here and gave the game. I removed my own bias, and I've already said if I was not doing that, I would actually rate the game probably way better than you would think with all the complaining I've done. No, it would be better than you think. Like I said, I mean, the base game is near perfect. It's the DLC that it added a lot of mechanics, a lot of different things that I just think could have been done differently. Is the best way to say it. Because they obviously put a lot of time and thought into it. It's just the sort of thing where I think it's hard to see that data until you have a lot of players doing it. You have to be willing to update and listen to that feedback, I think that's really what it takes, honestly, sometimes, is just being willing to listen to that feedback, because you don't necessarily have that data, like I said, when you don't have just a ton of players playing it. You know, you just have your testers and your very based set of people that want to see the game do well, probably. And sure, I mean, that's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. Sorry about the volume. Like I said, my audio for a little bit won't be as good of a quality as it was. So I'll try to keep you updated on that, but at least for this stream, it won't be what you would normally. So I appreciate you letting me know about the volume there. I think it looks pretty good now. But yeah, basically the idea is that I did something very obviously. We did something here to fix the very clear issue that was ever growing and becoming more and more prominent. And then they were using it to attack various things, because they could. So, as you can see, that's just not the case anymore. So, and again, that was a lot of the reason why I was specifically standing in this spot. I'll go back here again briefly to explain. This one spot, I kept calling out that they were really trying to, and the whole point that you would want to recognize behind that is that it's something I called out as, where they would be inclined to think that I think it's a spot in the game where it's the game actually having optimization issues. Remember, I said that, I offered that, but I don't actually think that. I offered that because I wanted them to think that I thought that. So the whole point is you're supposed to recognize, after I said that, from then on, forever after that, until this point, and they're even freezing the whole game, as you can see, to try to get it to happen again. It's not happening anymore. And it was every stream. It was really bad. Like they were just, man, they could drop it to like 40 something FPS sometimes. It was insane what they were doing. So that was the point I was making specifically in this spot right here that we're approaching. Right here. Right here. See? And as you can see, they tried to get it to freeze just then. Like, they are really trying to get this thing to do that. But the whole point is that during that freeze, you recognize the bit rate still moves around. I'm still moving around. The camera's still fine. The stream software's fine. Yeah. So, recognize that I did something. Again, the whole point is you're supposed to recognize I drew attention to something that I was saying I thought was a problem with the game. So, like, let's say you're a streamer or somebody that regularly does this. You regularly call out problems with things and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden you just start noticing an uptick in problems with these things that you just called out. And man, is it ever really bad. And it's like unupdates and failed drivers and stuff like that. Right? So the question is, what did I do? What did I do that's different? That you guys know that I've been talking about already. So I've said it already, so if you know, then you know. But, you know, we're gonna let you fester on it a little bit. Because you should know. Because I've been saying it for a while. Man, look how smooth this is. Man. Woo! Look at that. Just a constant 60. And again, they really try to make that happen, but you know, it just sort of freezes and then recovers. Man, let me tell you what a solid game. What did Sifu do? What did Sifu do to improve this? What have I been saying for oh, I don't know how long. Oh, there they go again, trying to make it happen again. Oh man, yep, we believe you. Yep, we believe you. It's so obvious. Isn't it? It's like so obvious at this point. Because now you can clearly see. You should be able to easily see now. Yeah, especially with this again. I don't freeze. The stream software maintains. And before, they could get the stream software to really screw up, right? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Interesting, isn't it? I think it's really interesting. I do. I think it's really, really interesting, and you know, again, it needs your attention for sure. And especially when you can clearly see how smooth it actually is here, and that doesn't happen. And I even remember I said, oh, it's the waterfalls and stuff. I'll even. Oh, look, it's not happening at all. Oh, look. Remember it would drop really bad? Oh. Oh, look. Oh, look. Oh, look. Not even so much as a drop in FPS. And as soon as I said that, they tried to make it happen. You saw it jolt down, but quick, right back up. So again, that's the game maintaining. And that, you know, that's a, you know, obviously you can see that's a, it's like, it's constant. It's so constant, you're like, does it move? You know? So like, that's some of that too. Them confirming, no, it is, that is real. So yeah, like if you go over here and you look, remember we had problems over here too with the waterfall? Yeah. And again, remember, this stuff would only get worse with the camera, and I told you, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Does not make a difference. Somebody's scamming you. Trying to tell you. Tried to tell you. So, is that constant 60 FPS? I tried. I really tried. I did. You guys know I tried. So what's different? What did we do? What is different? I appreciate you, Troll Slayer. Thanks for the tip on the sound again. Thank you. 'Cause nobody says anything. I don't know any better. Sometimes, you know. And again, the sound will be a little bit lesser quality. As I said earlier, the sound on this stream, and for the foreseeable future, for the time being, the sound will be lesser quality than what you're used to hearing on my streams. Sorry about that. But it's just for now. It should just be for now. There's the initial. There's them trying to. Wow, look at that. Wow. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, wow, it's not a stuttering mess, is it? Even when I do this. Oh, wow, and I have the camera and the background removal. Oh my god, it's almost like somebody's been doing that this whole time. Wow, I wonder who would have stock in doing something like that. Duh. I wonder. Duh. I mean, I tried to tell you guys. I tried to tell you. It's the people that you give jobs to that their job doesn't need to exist. They get paid money by you just to do these things that they made up a job that you don't need them for. So again, just like I said, when I'm sitting here and I'm doing the single PC setup, and I'm telling everybody about it, and I'm accurately doing it, it's totally fine. And maybe you got 2 or 3 guys that do that for you, right? This is way back. This was before it was obviously a little bit more common, but, you know, we're talking like, you know, oh, they do this, they do that, and they do the other thing. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting on here, nobody else is doing it yet, really, talking about it. Yeah. Saying some things that are opposite of what they're saying, and opposite of what is pretty commonly believed, even though it doesn't make it not true. And this was always my message with IT and computers and stuff like that. I would always run into those very arrogant people that wouldn't want to admit that certain brands, it's just time. You know, like at time periods and stuff like that. Now, there's going to be some that stand the test of time, and you can accept that. But you also have to accept that there's going to be some that you'll have to realize aren't what you thought or what they were, you know. And so just be willing to accept that. And don't be arrogant about it. Accept the fact thereof. It's just a fact. It's not to insult anybody or anything like that. It's to help you understand that it's a fact thereof. So, try not to be like that. There it is again. Oh, look at that. Look how smooth. Oh my god. And I promise you, the complete freezing and stuff, it's just them trying to make it happen. It really is. It's not... I did some testing before this, and that never happened. So that's because I'm streaming. Yeah, I did some testing before this, and that never happened. That's because I'm streaming. Obviously, I'm not going to just get on here without testing this first. I tested it. And, you know, I got room. No, like, I got room to go. They're gonna sit here and they're gonna try to make things happen the way it happened before. No, I got plenty of room to go now. They can't do it like they did before. So what the question is, what did I do? What's different? And what have I been saying? I've said it before. But I did this long enough that, you know, you guys would sort of understand. And again, I want to move around and show you that the streaming software is not, the camera is not being affected. None of that's being affected. They're just affecting the game now. Yeah. Yeah. Yet it's smooth. Yet everything's smooth. Everything's Yeah, so you know it's not actually the game. You know it's because of the stream. But yeah, anyway, I did some testing and stuff before this, and the freezing and stuff, you know, even like recording and whatnot, none of that. None of that. None of it. Yep. Look how smooth. So now, the point is they're trying to break the games by always doing a glitch or glitching the system out right when you go to a spot. That's what they're trying to do. And they're trying to make people think that's what's happening. So, data corruption actually can work that way, and they know that now. So that's what they're doing. But it also takes the person's, you know, setup and certain things, various things about that to not have that happen, to not have that occur. Yeah. Just a constant 60. Pretty awesome, isn't it? Just a constant 60. I only got FPS thing was moving once since I started running in circles. Oh, there it dipped upward. Imagine that. Yep. Yep. And then for every time it goes down to 59, back up to 61. That's just funny. There it is. Oh boy. Alright, let's go over here. Damn, that shit's smooth, ain't it? Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder what's smooth. I don't know why it's so smooth. They're trying to make it happen. They're trying to breach. They are. You know it. They're trying to breach. And then after that freeze, there is a little bit of stuttering in the stream software, as you can see. But it just maintains. It just maintains. You see after that initial attack, there's some stuttering in the stream software, but then it just maintains. You see it. I hope you're noticing that. Like, that is a definitive attempt at a breach. I hope you're noticing that. And then the system, like, tries to recover from it. I hope you're noticing that. Because, like, you know, the whole point is, yeah, it's really, really smooth. And then they try to do their initial breach to the stream software. The game freezes. They don't get it. Remember, like I said, I had a very malicious hack. All I did was just start streaming one day. And just bam. And, you know, everything was smooth and running nice, and bam, as soon as that happened, basically it wasn't anymore. And, you know, that's seemingly that's all that happened after the hack. It just, things just were running, you know, like that. It was that type of thing. And that's all I was doing, I was just streaming. They are trying. I see evidence of it. I will have to, let's see, what do we got here? Oh yeah, jeez. You gotta pay attention to the time here. I will have to do what I normally do. Especially because of some of this stuff. But you can see, you guys have the FPS meter and you have the bitrate. You can see that it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's just a really smooth experience. And remember, that's what they're always trying to cause. Remember, the whole point is that that's, you know, I have that, you know, so they're trying to step on that. Down here with these guys. So there's a small group over here too. Scattered group here. And then there's even smaller coast. Yeah. Abyssal. Abyssal. Should I haven't done this. This reminds me. I haven't. Oh, I think I took it off my... Oh no, it's there. It's just in my other hand. That's right. I was doing the two. There's one like this. Yeah. Yeah. I thought there was another one there. Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's see. Yeah. All right. All right. I guess I'll just go back here for now. All right. So. Should we wear the cool set? I like this set. Then we'll do... Let's see... I think it's that thing. That looks cool with it. That looks cool with like a lot of... We'll do the solitude set. It just looks cool. Let's do that for now. Yeah. It's just that. That's the extent of that. It is good though. Good sword for it too. See if you do that, I think it gets rid of it. Yeah. Can't do it, but. Yeah, that's good enough. So to get some more spells back. Back on the bar. Back on the bar. Some more spells back on the bar. Yeah, so you can see them, and I see them coming back and forth into the stream too. Just like when this concurrent came back in here, we started seeing a little bit more stuttering and stuff like that. We can see the results of what they're doing here, so for sure. And that's why they hide their concurrents. That's why. No, that's why. That's why they're hiding. So the question is, why were they able to in my stream for so long? And again, what was it about all of this that was made it so that they could do that for that long and all that stuff? All that damage, all this stuff. What was doing all of that? So, I'm gonna leave you with that because I have to, like I said, I have to do what I have to do still. There's still things that I'm working on with this and stuff like that. It's not like it's suddenly, you know, obviously, it's not like it's suddenly gone. They're sitting here actively trying to mess it up. So, I have to still do what I have to do to communicate, document, and whatnot. So, all right. So let me do that. Let me take care of that a little bit, and I'll be back. Thanks. hopefully it won't be too much longer, but you guys know how these things go. So I'll do my best. Get back here as soon as I can. Thanks for waiting, guys. I appreciate that. Hopefully, you can hear me okay? Like I said, I have to do some more testing with this, and it's really just the audio for now will be different and a little bit lesser quality than normal, at least just for now. Thanks for understanding that. But no, I'm in the process. I'm just testing a couple of things here. Almost. Give me a couple seconds. Okay, sorry about that. I'm good. Alright. Okay. Yep, I'm alright with that. Alright, so let's just play a little bit here. I'll do spells for a bit. Maybe we'll do spells for a bit. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, regardless of camera, they are still doing those things that cause the freezing. And like I said, that's, you know, as you can see, that has nothing to do with anything except the stream. So just like imagine like the fact that YouTube's, like the stream to YouTube itself does that. Like what the heck? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, again, their server is that malicious. Oh, did I get him? I guess I got him. You know what? Let's go. Let's go to Temple Town. Temple Town. Temple Town. Temple Town. Yeah. Yeah, Temple Town. Yeah. We're templing the town. I don't know what that means, but we're templing it. Temple Town. Oh my goodness, look at all that. Hammer time? Maybe explosion time. Explosion time. No. The hammer will get you. Oh no. Maybe he will. The hammer may not get him. The hammer will be counted. Temple Town. Temple Town, yeah. Okay, where we go? Gotta be some more peoples. There's a lot. I mean, I guess we did this. Okay. Fuck it, dude, what's up here? I thought so. I came halfway up in that. I got about halfway up. I'm trying. You're still trying. You can see it. Oh, that appears to be pretty much everything. In good old Temple Town over here. That's about everything. Oh yeah. Belfries! Belfries. The Belfries. The Belfries. Oh, it's a late time. We're gonna have to do that. It's a late time. It's a late time. The Belfries. We got the Belfries. We got it. We got the Belfries. Yeah. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I'm here. Okay. At the Belfries. The Belfries. I was waiting for it. There was the attempt just done because we were doing this. It's pretty constant, but if you remember before when I would sit here and say, you know, like certain things were spiking and stuff like that, and then it would affect the stream software. Well, that's sort of not happening at the moment. That's what you're seeing there. If you remember that. So like basically that's what's sort of happening there, and that's the result instead of what normally would happen when they do that. So that's sort of why they're sitting here trying to do that so much too. I'm trying to figure out how they can make it happen again, scam it again, yada yada yada, such and such. So. Freeze. They are trying to make it happen, but it's just not doing it. Well, anyway, let's go somewhere here. Let's go, I don't know, let's go mountain tops. Why am I saying things weird? Mountain tops. We're gonna go to mountain tops. We are in mountain tops. Well, they are trying. They are trying. go. Okay. What the heck? There was definitely a hand there. That's funny. See how they're trying to do it when I'm in combat now? Remember how I told you about the certain groups that would come back to the streams conveniently to enter my chat with a whole bunch of bots and stuff like that? And viewers somehow out of nowhere, right when I would be like dying in the stream and stuff like that. So it's very clear, you know, like it's happening, you know, around those times where it would be, you know, trying to close its range. So if you remember, that's definitely a motive point for that group. Okay, cool. That works. Casting. Casting's time. I know I've been using the sword a lot, but we're casting this time. Hey, there's a hand. fully expecting to see another one. I could go get the big hands, but I mean, like, I can go down this way too. Grab the ones on there. Because every cast so far has either been interrupted or hit the side of the fucking rock. that's it for what's up there. Alright, let's go somewhere else. Actually, there's a spot underground we can go to. Let's go over here. We'll run over here. Yep. Let's see. Maybe we could go here. individual hack attempts, and they're having a real hard time sitting here doing the normal sort of like botting crap too, I think. Which is why it's obvious that they're in the stream too. It's just the same concurrent. Yep. Yep. Got it done. Got it done. I don't think there's really any reason to even go down here. Because I remember there not being any mobs down here. No one went down here last time. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. I mean, there used to be a golden seed. Got that already. Alright, well, that's pretty much the whole area. Oh yeah. Yep, that's it. Oh, that's how you get up here. Look, I found it. Guys, I found it. Oh my god. Oh my god, I found it. Guys, I found it. Oh my god, I found it. Now how the... But how do I... Is this not it? I thought I found it. I guess I didn't find it. But it even labeled it and everything. Do I have to trust that I must go down to go up? No, that's not it. It's definitely how you get on top of this, which is fine because I still needed to do that. But hold on, maybe. Oh, yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad that I figured this out. Wow. Wow. I can't believe I just never, like, came over this way. I mean, I probably did. I probably just, at the time, didn't... You know, I probably had just gotten through the whole thing or something like that. And it was a bit much or something at the time. Oh, wow. That actually might work pretty well for what I do with my build. Oh yeah, that's a curved sword. Yeah, intelligence. It has intelligence scaling. Oh my gosh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. Maybe we should check that out. That's awesome. I'll level it up a little bit and try it out. They're doing their thing. It's like Boy, they're really trying. They're really, really trying, man. When you saw the bit rate. See the bit rate. In response. So, anyway, let's see here.
Now.
Actually, let me equip it first, so it's a little bit easier. Which hand should I go with? I'm gonna go with the main hand. This was a normal, like, it's just a sword. It's just called a curved sword, right? Yeah. There it is. Okay. So now we will do this. It takes somber stones. So that means it's gonna go to 10, right? I think it only goes to 10. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna use that unless, you know. So where should I? All right, let's. You know what? Actually, let's go. Let's go here. Let's go here. Oh, that's right. I put it here. It's not my man hand. I don't know why I didn't put it there. It's fine. Oh, that's so cool. Let's see how good it is. Oh, that's not bad. Quick. That's really quick. Wow. I like it. But man, is this ever... Hold on. Alright, let me... Let's do this again. Wow. That's impressive. Man, this thing's pretty good. Heck yeah. So let's try this again. Hold on. Let me do something. Yeah, that is wow, I didn't even have to. I thought I was gonna have to attack, but I didn't. If you get him dead on, I think it gets him. Really get it dead on. He can't block it, obviously. Man, this thing. That is an effective AoE. It is quite effective. I like it. And it's pretty cool. It's so dark down here to look at. Pretty cool. See how I got that first guy? So you can get it. They have to be like right in the center. Man, this is a solid sword. As long as you have the intelligence build, it's a solid sword. That's what I'll say, is like you obviously need to do the intelligence for the you know, because it is that really quick. You can clearly see it's using it well. Just like when we talked about that's sort of what we talked about with these. Hold on, where is it? Those are way up here, aren't they? The Star Scourge. Because with those, it's the same sort of thing that we see with this. Where it actually uses that scaling. Even though, you know, it's obviously a really big, heavy greatsword. It still uses that. And, you know, I mean, it's right there. It's there. I think that's for the most part. Let's go. There we go. There we go. I go back to north. We could do some of the guys over here. I've been over in these spots for a while. We do these guys. These things are awesome. Should we do that of our own? What is doing this? Oh, it's one of those. Should we have fun with that? That's pretty fun to mess around with. We can go with the one that we've talked about before. What's this one? Let's see. So, once again, I think I can do this actually. This doesn't work very well for me. That one just doesn't work very well for me, this particular one. That's why I was using the other one. But, it just works a little bit differently. This one. But I could also... I could do it with this one too. I would just want to... I'd have to swap the, swap the Ashes of War thing. That's all. Just see something. Because I know I have one. I don't know if it's gonna do that. It's not gonna do that, but let me just see here. Yeah, I mean, this is something. I don't think it's in that hand. That's not, is it? Okay. Oh yeah, it's just that. It's just that. Okay. So yeah, I don't really have a whole lot for that. That's why that other one's better too. But I put that one on, obviously on the other one. I like the, which one is it? Is it the lightning slam? I like that. I think it's the lightning slam. That one's really effective. It's the one I'm thinking of. I like that one. It's definitely one of the better ones. Man, it's just awesome. How cool is that? definitely a really good one. It was really good. And the sword, again, the reason I'm using this and I highly recommend it is because it's such a large sword, you'll have more reach with it. So just a highly recommend it. And it's a good sword, it really is. Something up. All because I wanted to pick something up that I couldn't pick up. Wow. That's pretty trash. I guess there should be things in the game to tell the player that you're max on that before picking it up instead of... Yeah, you know what I mean? Wouldn't it be nice? There's a little bit more indication that you already are maxed on that. Don't need to risk picking it up. That's okay. Okay. I told you don't mess with this guy. This time, keep going. Yeah, and he's not worth it. He's worth less than the other. Show you why you don't bother with it. You just don't. He is worth, again, he is worth less than these guys are. So just, there's no reason. Yeah, he's a lot tankier than the normal guys are, for sure. Yep. Nailed it. Okay. Okay, we're probably gonna go ahead and stop the stream there. That's definitely enough for now. I got to obviously talk about what I wanted to talk about, show you guys some stuff here, and I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you to the supporters, the viewers, people that are actually here trying to give me views and legitimate views and legitimate likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.